Yeah, so we need to pop back into that machine.
Yes, we need to pick up what we left behind.
Yeah, before you do that quickly, or actually while you're doing it.
Yeah.
What do you think's happening?
What do I think is happening?
Yeah, what's the story so far? I want to catch you. I want to see where you are.
Where I am. Well, considering I didn't remember the last third of the last session. So we've got robots. Androids or whatever. Being made. They all look the same, so I guess there's kind of some robot army thing kind of going on in the background. I imagine connected to Link in some way. If that was his name.
It was.
Is it Link? Yeah. I don't know if Link... I don't know if, because we found out what our father was the person that, ended up being in charge and developing Link, though wasn't the first one. It was some other person.
But a friend. It was Miss Lady Piermont's husband.
Lady Piermont's husband, who originally developed and designed Link, and then our character's father took over at sort of towards the end. So it sounded like. So I don't know if it's like a situation where our father's still alive and wants us, or is killed and Link wants us for something to do with, I don't know, like turning off a failsafe or something that could only be done by.
So you think it's like a biological, like...
Yeah, like
or
something
what's
like
it,
that.
Genetic. Like, they're calling us back because we're genetically related to the person that is involved in the running of this project. For some reason.
And possibly, like there's something that we've been called back specifically to do, which is probably why we were protected by the camera. At the beginning, because they don't actually want us dead, they need us to do something. But also explains why it would be such a long time, because if it was the father, if our character's father, Foster's father, wanted him back, I can't see why it'd be such a long wait. And also from the story we heard from Mrs. Piermont, or I don't remember if it was Mrs. Piermont we heard it from, but he seemed like he became detached as soon as he got in charge of Link. He kind of was distanced, became distanced from his wife and family.
Yeah, so this actually started and happened while we were still a baby and still in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm more leaning towards Link wanting to do something. Like there's going to be some computer army sort of running things. What else? We've got the Hobart situation going on. Kind of in the background for the most part, to be honest. There's been bits of it that come forward, but that's largely been background. The idea of Hobart spies and them being at war. Is it actually at war, or like them being like?
Yeah, I don't know if it's just competition or warfare. Like
like a cold competition or some kind of like thing going on. Yeah, with Hobart. Because we apparently the mother was from Hobart and wanted to go back there, and what else? Like they think who was it they thought was a spy?
Lamb.
They thought he was a spy. I mean, I kind of hope he is, because that would make everything he's done so far an act, and that would be incredible.
He doesn't seem like a spy, does he? He seems like an idiot.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like a spy.
But then that would be the perfect cover.
That's true. Like, that's a good, that is a good cover. But what is it? Because he got promoted suddenly and for no real reason.
Yeah. Wasn't talented.
I don't really know what's going on with Anita having died.
Yeah.
Like, that's the real curiosity. Like, why did she get thrown in the radioactive chamber with radioactive burns and then stuffed downstairs in one of those little lockers? Not quite sure.
Yeah, see, that's weird, isn't it? It's a long way to travel.
Yeah, it's a lot to do.
Not being alive.
Yeah, it's a lot to do, lot to move someone. I guess, though, if they're robots, they don't particularly care about the distance, or like, it's not like they're going to get fatigued or anything. But it is an odd one. And what did she do / know?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, well, we kind of know that now anyway, because like talking about Hobart, like talking to a connection from Hobart, right?
Yeah, it's another Hobart spy.
So she was a Hobart spy, which I guess means Lamb wasn't, in theory, because they thought, someone from that level,
that's
right?
True. I was just assuming everyone was a Hobart spy.
Everyone that's not a robot is a Hobart spy.
Yeah, robot or Hobart. Oh, God.
You can take that out of context.
It just seems like there's so few characters that just one of them being something means that a vast proportion of the population is something.
I'm genuinely surprised in the small amount of screens we've had that they've decided to move people. Like, for instance, that guy we were talking to on the second level where he was just enjoying his time outside on the bench, and now he's downstairs in the pub.
Yeah.
Or in the thing. That surprised me for some reason. I was kind of like, it's not really, we've not moved that far.
I mean, it's probably for the best, because if it was vast, then it would be a real pain in the ass if you were trying to find someone.
No, but I mean, like, it feels odd to move people in a small place, whereas if it was large, I could understand moving them.
I think it makes it more feel more lived in, having them move, even if it's just literally transferring from one screen to another after a certain amount of time.
Yeah, maybe. I felt like it was an odd one, because obviously we saw Lamb travelling, and that to me made sense in like Mr. Piermont travelling. He just kind of disappeared and appeared all of a sudden, and we didn't get to see him travel. Though maybe we just missed it.
I think some of these guys warp in the conventional sense, and then others have the facility to move themselves. But I feel that that's really just been limited to Lamb and Joey, with a little bit of like Hobbins, or whatever his name is, could move a few screens.
Yeah. And
the guy in the room that we blew up.
But it seems like it's a back-end tech, though, is the thing.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like it's clearly supported by anyone in the game. I can't see why. This is going to be a long way round, because this is the furthest distance.
Doesn't give you much time, does it?
No, you got to do it and pick it up immediately, pretty much.
Yeah, so we'd watched that, didn't we?
Yeah, we watched that.
So it's just this tuning fork we need. No queuing. There's no order queuing.
I didn't try to queue, I just clicked it and then tried to do the second bit as fast as possible.
Yeah, you've got to let him do his business.
I think what happened is I clicked the wrong button.
Oh, okay.
That's what I think happened. I think I cancelled. That's annoying.
That's alright, it didn't take too long. Get to stare at these eyes again, get to blind an extra eye.
Get to be a muscly purple
Enjoy
naked dude again.
These rip-off beholders with no extra eyes. Or anything but an eyeball. This is the kind of music that you'd expect in the future internet.
Is it?
Yeah.
This is what all sites should be using.
Yeah. So did that...
Wait. Oh, I see. You just can't.
Oh, what?
Oh, that makes it awkward. Is it just not reachable? Is that why?
Maybe, can you walk closer to him, or can you not walk at all?
I can't walk at all.
Huh.
Oh, wait. I could move that one step. I think I have to get past the tuning fork.
What happens if you just click to the other side of the screen? Not to the exit. It's just not letting you walk. What's going on then, man? Oh, hang on. Do you have to blind him on the other side, then run all the way round?
Yeah, but surely... Oh, you think
I think he's maybe...
It's going to be a different delay on each one?
Yeah, different timer. But still a pain in the arse one? Would be my guess.
Of course.
With all of this going on as well.
Why wouldn't it be? That's
the only thing I can think of, like, why wouldn't it?
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. I think that makes sense.
Run! He's so awake, that guy.
Oh my god.
Funny little jaunt. Nice. It's like we were never there.
Alright, now we can just disconnect,
I think so, yeah. Well, what does that actually do?
Well, actually, wait, that's a good point. Oh, that's not how we do things here, is it? No, that's not.
I can right click hold, or... Oh,
oh, is it going to be
at
for
night.
The night?
Nope.
Really? Okay.
Right,
Could it be for then? Because we can't take stuff with us, can we?
No, I mean, some of the files were related, weren't they?
Range of modulation increased due to class 4 variants in link defense. Unless that's just like an improvement to something. Design Professor Piermont.
Yeah, but for what?
I think maybe it's just a software that's now installed on the card that we'll need.
Okay.
At some point. I can't think of anything we could use it for in there.
Yeah, that sounds fair. Like maybe we use the card in another
just
device.
In a situation.
Well, there is a way of operating it. Oh, no. We've got special clearance.
Yeah. So do you know the time frame this game takes place in? Because obviously people don't move around very much, like other than the few people that seem to just teleport.
No, it's very hard to get a sense of time progression at all. Like, I'm not sure what to account for just a point and click logic. You know, like Anita being moved and stuff. And the things happening because they're just happening after you reach certain points.
I just think this is almost take place basically we're basically we're making the assumption it kind of just takes place over a day or something.
I feel like it's a 20-minute window.
Oh, it's real short. It's a real short window.
Well, what's he actually done?
Well, there's a lot.
He had that
there's
operation.
A lot going on.
That might have taken a little bit of time.
There's a lot going on,
All he did was blow something up to get down to here, then commit fraud to get down here.
Oh, he's just gone now. That's really useful.
Yeah, we're finished with that guy.
That puzzle is solved.
We need to talk to that gardener.
Yeah, that was the guy, right?
Yeah.
He did seem sus.
Because he was gardening fake plastic flowers gardens.
Fake plastic gardens.
See you later.
What did we need? To use the card.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Hang on. He's just got to do some gardening first.
I've got something for you. Can't stop. Too busy.
What? So what are we supposed to do?
Is it him? It must be him, right?
Maybe it's the boy.
No, surely not.
Would you like a present?
No, thank you. Unless it's a game cart.
What if you just talk to him?
Excuse me.
He just does gardening. He should have just said see you later, right? Like,
See you later.
I don't think it's the kid, is it?
No.
Oh, that's right. We had to go down to the subway.
Tell me about your dandelion game.
But I'm going to ask this first.
Roland, you get chased by these giant yellow weeds.
You mean dandelions are yellow? The gardener told me they were blue.
He's mad. He's not a real gardener.
How'd you know the gardener is a fake?
He's got green fingers.
That's the sign of a naturally talented gardener.
I saw him dipping them in the paint. Anyway, the plants are made of plastic.
You're a real help, Vincent.
Do you think
No
we just
problem,
needed
Rob.
him to rat that guy out?
Know where
Yeah.
I'd find the old subway?
Nah, I've never heard of it.
I thought all boys were into railways.
Get real? What planet are you on?
Sometimes I wonder. Don't wear out your thumbs.
Right.
Excuse
You're
me.
not a real gardener.
I've got some evidence now.
You told me dandelions were blue.
Did I? Well, what of it?
This boy assures me they're yellow.
Ugh,
Just grass on him
little
immediately.
brat. All right, you got me sussed. I haven't had any formal training, but I've always dreamed of being a gardener. I love 'em. Every little shrub and succulent. Those dainty blossoms waving their little stamens in the breeze.
All right, I get the point.
You won't report me, will you?
Why should I do that? Excuse me.
Right.
I'm
At
busy
the end
not
of the
gardening.
conversation. He wanted to be a gardener all his life and he doesn't know dandelions are yellow.
I don't think he
Do you
does.
know a girl called Anita?
Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Why do you want to know?
She's been murdered. I found her body in the cathedral.
Can't see why you're telling me.
Rob likes to overshare.
Excuse me. What's your name?
It's Eduardo. Why?
You're Anita's contact, right?
How come you know so much?
She left a message on her card.
Listen, do you know what's happened to Link?
I'm totally confused.
Link is a living, self-replicating organism. Originally, it served as an advisor to the council, but it has gradually taken control.
How? And why?
We're really not sure. Hobart scientists have developed a virus. It will check Link's growth, if we can get it into the system.
Will you give me the virus?
I can't. It's been downloaded to Link space. Anita was supposed to retrieve it, since she had a Shreveman port.
So have I. I owe it to Anita to get that virus.
Why?
No chance. It's bound to be guarded.
I can try at least.
That is not the natural end of that conversation.
See you later.
Excuse me.
Oh,
See you
it is. It is the natural end of that conversation, apparently.
Right, can we do something with Anita's card now in the link terminal because of that big old fork?
That fork.
No.
No, definitely not on this,
Okay.
right?
Alright. I guess wander around. I don't feel like we know Anita so well that we would be like blindly desperate to help her.
That's probably because it's
We
locked.
owe her. She convinced us to get a hole in the head.
Yeah, what, I mean, why do we owe her?
No, we just do.
Okay.
Clearly, we wouldn't have gotten anywhere without this Striping port.
That's, I guess, there's... Oh, alright.
I mean, it's weak. I won't lie.
Hmm.
It's a weak argument.